scrub that I've just used, and you rub it into your skin for 1 minute. So making sure that you're rubbing it into the skin, so the pumice and the bamboo powder is giving you a physical exfoliation. So you're rubbing, rubbing, rubbing. So rub the scrub into the skin for 1 minute. So the fruit enzymes and fruit acids are going to help to break down and soften all the dry dead skin. And it's going to help cleanse out the pores. And after you've left this on for up to 10 minutes, if it's quite tingly and it's uncomfortable, take it off a little bit earlier. If you can handle it for 10 minutes, if it's no stinging at all, leave it on for 10 minutes. The longer you leave it on, the more softer your skin's going to be. But if it is stinging because you've got more of a sensitive skin and you're not used to these active ingredients, take it off, but then you can use it again in about 4 days later. But I'm going to remove the scrub, so just with a wet flannel, just removing it. Making sure you don't get it too close to the under eye area, because that skin's very sensitive. So you don't want to be rubbing the scrub onto that area. And you can rinse it with water afterwards, otherwise just wipe it off a couple of times with the wet flannel. And you'll be able to feel how soft and plump the skin is straight away. So even if you just did this step, you're already going to be like having like a mini facial. Gorgeous. All right, step 2, the Hydro Clay Facial. So this is nourishing, hydrating, and detoxifying clay mask. So it's like a 2-in-1 mask. And can you see all those little black dots? So that's the encapsulated activated charcoal. So when we're massaging it into the skin, you'll see the little black dots sort of like pop, and you'll see the little black charcoal come out. So it's really cool. So let's get this on. All right, step 2. So get a good size onto your spatula. Oh, it's nice and cool on the skin. All right. And so I always just spread it out a little bit. Again, keeping it away from the under eye area. Like that. Okay. So get it all onto the skin. Doesn't matter what it looks like. All right. So you can see already little bits of activated charcoal popping onto the skin. So the reason why we're going to be massaging it into the skin is because we want to really push all the ingredients into the pores. So we don't want to just leave the mask on the top and just hits the like very superficial skin. We want to really push it deep into the skin. So make sure that you're getting into the hairline. If you've got to get your hair a little bit messy, do it, because that's where a lot of product gets stuck, hairspray, makeup, residue. So you really want to get it up into there. Blackheads, you're wearing a hat and getting sweaty, a lot of sweat, bacteria sits there. So you can see the little bits of activated charcoal popping. Oh, it's so cool. Hello. So the charcoal is detoxifying. You can get it into the brows, because a lot of people get put makeup in there as well. So you really want to clean the skin under the hairs, like that. Yeah, the activated charcoal is purifying, so it's going to draw out any impurities out of the pores. It's detoxifying. Feels so good with the brush. Into the corners here, so you've got that little corner of the nose always picks up lots of oils, blackheads, and it's hard to clean as well, so you can miss those little areas. The brush really helps just a little bit more extra scrubbing, push it into the little blackheads on the nose where the oil comes out of. Oh, yeah. And you can see it's a clay mask, but it's very nourishing and hydrating, because all the beautiful ingredients are actually nourishing the skin. So you don't get that really tight drying effect that you would with just a clay mask. it's a 2-in-1. So it's nourishing and detoxifying. So that's why everyone can use it. And go all the way down, because we want to push all the nutrients from the mask down the neck as well. Like that. And so leave that on for up to 10 minutes. You may feel a bit stinging or tingling with this, which is normal. Again, if you're not used to using like active ingredients, you might feel a bit of stinging, which is fine. If it's uncomfortable, remove it after maybe 3 or 4 minutes. If there's no tingling, leave it on for 10 minutes. So after about 5 minutes, we'll go a bit harder, and then we're going to remove it. Now I'm going to remove this. So after you have lifted on the skin, the thicker it is, the more nourishing it is, the more thinner it is. You can see it dries a lot more. So up here, it's still really moist and wet, and up here it's a lot more drier, so it's more purifying. So you can soften it with a wet flannel, and you need a couple of removals to get this off. Smells amazing. So it's got beautiful essential oils to nourish the skin. Removing it all, and then you can rinse it or just do a few more removals with the flannel. And the skin should feel really quite plump. So plump means that your skin's hydrated. It's had a good drink of hydration, lots of water, and all the skin cells are now had a good drink. So that's why your skin looks plump and glowy and shiny. And that's why it's called the Glow Facial.